It's part of my belief in the development of women to be regarded as full members of society and not shunted to one role or another, to have the full scope for their abilities that they have as human beings. If they are given the chance to do things, they will become more confident in their ability to do it, and they're not shut out of these things. I went on the bench first as a judicial commissioner in 1992, and at that time there was only one woman on the High Court bench, and that was Justice Lai Siu Chu. And she had been in Allen and Gledhill and a litigator throughout, so she paved the way. And I went on as the second woman who was appointed to the High Court bench. There were a number of cases that were very interesting from a legal point of view, but I suppose the cases which evoked the highest sense of responsibility in me were the family cases, where the children were involved, where the couple were fighting over the children, and where I was concerned that going forward their lives should be as good as they could possibly be, because divorce does a lot of damage to a child.
The thing that strikes me most about her is, despite the fact that she is now at the highest echelon of the judiciary, she never lost her humanity. She's always shown a lot of concern for those around her. She cares deeply. I know of a number of instances where she makes it a point to visit people who are unwell, people who have gone through personal bereavement. So she's always maintained her humanity, and she never lost her common touch.
I had spent two years in RGS, and I had enjoyed those 2 years very much. And I made a group of friends whom I'm now still in touch with over all these years. It's more than 50 years since I left school. So I went on the board, I agreed, and I've enjoyed it a lot.
Under Judith's leadership, the board gave a lot of guidance and support to the school. It was really one of the most exciting times in the school's history. Not only did we reimagine the school's programs to stay relevant in the changing education landscape, we engaged the staff, students, parents, alumni, and many stakeholders to re-envision and plan for the new campus.
I got an insight into education which I would never have got otherwise. So all the societies in the school, of course, were run by girls. Girls had to take leadership positions. And it was great to see how well they fulfilled all those positions, quite apart from their academic prowess. Well, my husband has always been there. By the time I came on the bench, I had 4 children. 2 of them were almost teenagers, and 2 of them were slightly younger. One was actually only 3. The other younger one was about 6. And so he was a lawyer in practice, but despite his practice, he was always at home to help with the family, to organize things. I'm getting used to the fact of not working full-time. I still sit on a part-time basis as a senior judge in the Court of Appeal. I'm trying to do some arbitration work, which is similar to what work I used to do in the High Court. What was rewarding was that you come in and you have people who have different points of view, putting forward their positions before you and asking you to sort of try and resolve the problem in one way or the other. So what you have to do is to bring a certain amount of common sense to the task. Of course, you apply your legal knowledge and your assessment of the merits of the case, and then you give a decision. In doing that, what you are doing really is trying to come to the right decision. You know that the decision you came to was not influenced by anything else but your own reasoning and your own assessment of the material before you. So you have that satisfaction of having worked it out for yourself, having done it for no other reason than you thought it was the right thing to do.